Okay, hi guys, this is my my first tutorial for this face. This is basically the everyday face I do for class. It takes me under 10 minutes. And I'm going to go through all the products that I use and the processes. This is the perfect face if you're going to class in the morning because it's super quick and simple. It's really simple, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Starting without any makeup on. This is actually an important part. So your makeup looks the best in the morning if you don't have any on at first. So it's really important to get all your makeup off the night before, wash your face in the morning, wash your face at night, and then remove your makeup too. So I use, this is Target brand eye makeup remover. I'm pretty sure it's like the generic for the Neutrogena oil-free makeup remover. And it's really good. And then another thing I do, really like to not have any mascara on my eyes when I start out. So if you coat your eyes in Vaseline, just gob it on your eyelashes, leave it on there for a little while, wipe it off. You can even leave it on overnight and you won't have anything on there in the morning. Another thing is you have to have something under your makeup. So either moisturizer or primer. For an everyday look, I don't usually use primer, but I always moisturize in the morning and before bed. This is Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion, and it's my favorite. It's a little pricier, but it's definitely worth it to me. Okay, so right now I have moisturizer on my face, and I took off all my makeup for the most part. I have a little bit of leftover eye makeup on. But the first step is I use a BB cream. I'm not totally pleased with this BB cream, but I guess it works enough for the time being. I do want to find something I like a little more, but I'm using the Garnier Broad Spectrum SPF 20 Sunscreen Skin Renew Miracle Skin Perfector Combination to Oily Skin BB cream. Between this one and the one that's not for oily skin, this one does have better coverage and works a lot better for me. So I'm just going to start out by putting some of that on the back of my hand. It's pretty thin for a BB cream. Like some you'll have come out that are like the consistency of moisturizer. This one's thin and it's pretty messy. There we go. You can see it there. It's pretty thin. So then I'm going to use one of these beauty blenders. This one's just from Target. I'm probably going to get a new one soon because this one's kind of dirty. This works really well if you wet it ahead of time too. So just go ahead and dab this into the moisturizer and then start out and you just kind of dab it and rub it into your skin. And this is going to give you a really natural cover. Perfect for every day. And it's quick. I do prefer the Beauty Blender over a brush or my hands, just for the BB cream especially, because I feel it gives like the best natural coverage. It just works the best for me. Okay, so now that's done, at this point I would, if I have any breakouts, which I have a couple right now, I would just use a little bit of concealer. This is the Sonia Kashuk, I think is the way you say it, concealer in number 3 Sand. This is actually a little dark for my skin still because I got this during the summertime, but I don't really use it enough to use it up. So I haven't gotten a new one yet, but I probably should. Another good one is the Clinique one. I kind of want to get my hands on. Okay. So now that that's done, I do like to set my BB cream with just a little bit of powder because my face does tend to be a little more oily, but definitely not a lot, just enough to just set it. My favorite powder, it's actually called foundation, but I don't use it as just a foundation, I just use it as a powder, is the Bare Minerals Ready Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 20, and this is in fairly medium C20. Just get whatever color is best for you. They have a lot of them, but this one actually matches my skin and the undertones in my skin really well. I'm using this big fluffy powder brush. It doesn't have a number, but maybe it does. It doesn't have a number, but it's the Sonia Kashuk brand. You can get it at Target, and I actually really like this one over a Sephora one that I had. Actually, I like this one better. So I'm just going to set this kind of in the areas that I tend to get a little more oily. My forehead. So that's all. And it's really, it's really thin and natural on still. So there's not much going on yet. Okay. The next thing I will do is just really easily, like quickly highlight and contour. I'm using, this bronzer is Mineral Wear Talc Free Mineral Airbrushing Bronzer SPF 30 Broad Spectrum Sunscreen Bronzer. It doesn't have a number, but it's Physicians Formula brand. It looks like this. And I like this one because it doesn't really have a lot of sparkle. Oh, it doesn't have a lot of sparkle in it, like at all. So if you wanted to do like a all over bronze, you could use this, but it works really well for just contouring too. And then I'm using a blush brush. This is a Sephora brush. It came in a kit, but any like angled blush brush like this will work. And I'm just doing under my cheekbones along the sides of my face. I really like my cheekbones to like pop out a lot. So this is probably the area that I spend the most focus on bronzing. And then at the edges of my face, different face shapes require like different bronzer in different spots. I'll link you guys up to a couple of articles that are really good for where you contour for your different face shapes. And then this is a trick I learned from the same beauty blog. My nose is pretty crooked. It's a little off. So I just go ahead and I draw. I kind of contour my nose up too with some bronzer. Okay. Okay. And then next I will use this is Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer by Maybelline. I'm using Ivory. It just comes out of this little brush. I usually apply this right to my face. This is like one thing that even if I'm in the biggest hurry ever in the morning, I always put under eye concealer on because I get like big veins under my eyes and pretty dark circles. And then this, I like this concealer especially too because it has this little brush, so it's pretty easy to just draw like this line right down your nose to highlight it. Okay, and I'm going to use the Beauty Blender to blend this in too. I was drawing my line backwards on the computer screen, so it's a little crooked, but that's okay because I'm going to blend it in anyways. Just take a minute to blend everything in. Okay. So there we go, now that's blended in. I usually just take the excess and kind of go over my eyelids with this too, because I do kind of get some veins and discoloration in my eyelids. Okay, so there's that. And then the next step is blush. Blush is another thing that I never don't put on blush just because I don't know, it's a big deal to me. I'm using, this is a Sonia Kashuk blush brush. It's a number 130. This is like the best brush ever for powdered blush in my opinion. I love this brush. And then I'm using Sephora blush. It's kind of like a peachy pink, which is just a really good everyday color for my skin tone personally. Whatever you like will work though. And I got this one on clearance actually at Sephora for like $5. But it's Peach Fusion is the color of this. So I'm just gonna work that into my cheekbones, up into my hairline. Okay, so there's the blush. Okay, and then the next step we're going to do is the eyes. I'm going to start with eyeshadow, and on a daily basis I have the Naked 2 palette, so if I have an extra couple minutes I'll add maybe one or two of these colors in, but for an everyday I really like this Naked Basics palette, and you just have like basic colors on the inside. None of them have shimmer except for this one, the highlighting one, but I actually like it anyways. So first I'm gonna go in with the color Naked 2. I use that one the most, and then this is like my favorite eyeshadow brush. This is a Sephora brush too, but it's kind of wide and it holds a lot on there, but it blends really well. So I'm just gonna go in with this to the to my crease and work it back and forth. It's not gonna be a big difference, but it adds just a little bit of definition. And then I like to focus a little bit more of it into the outside corners of my eyes too, like so. Any brown will do that's just a little darker than your skin tone for this. Okay, there we go. So there's that. And then the next thing I'll do is I like to take like a big fluffy eyeshadow brush like this. This is also a Sephora brush. Any fluffy eyeshadow brush will do. And I use this color Venus, which is the one that has a little bit of sparkle in it. And I work that into the inner corner of my eye. And then across my brow bone. And this also blends in what you did before, if you just go around and blend it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is line my eyes. I'm using, this is like my favorite eyeliner. It is L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner, just in black. But I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to tight line my eyes, which means you line where your eyelashes are. So it's like you basically just work it right into your lash line. So I'm going to do this on the top of my eyes. And you're not supposed to take your eyelid and go like this with it, but I'm going to do it anyways because I'm really bad about that. So. I'm going to use the mirror because it's a little easier, but okay, and then go back in and just do a little above your lash line. Back over here. You want just a little bit though, just enough. I focus on the corners of my eyes just because I think it looks best on me. So we're going to leave the top of our eyes for a second and then move to our bottom lash line. I have blue eyes, so I like to put brown on my bottom lid, just because it really makes the blue eyes pop. So I'm just going to go in and just roughly line this bottom lid with this brown liner. This is CoverGirl Perfect Blend Pencil Crayon in Mink. I use this for a couple different things actually. Okay, so I'm not super careful when I line my eyes because I'm going to blend this all out anyways. So on the top, I'm going to use, even though I use brown eyeliner, I'm going to use this brown in the palette called Faint. Sometimes I also like to use like a sparklier brown, like this one, which I believe is Busted. Oh, this is falling out. Busted. Or I'll use, oh, what's this one called? Snake Bite too. I want to add a little bit of shimmer in there, but I'm just going to use this flat brown for now, and then just go in and you smudge the line. You're going to just smudge that eyeliner line and kind of work it out, and that creates a much softer look. So, and again, I'm going to do the same thing. And then on the bottom with the same shadow, which is once again the Faint in the Urban Decay Naked palette, I'm going to do the same thing. Just smudge on top of that brown. It'll just set it a little bit. I don't smudge as much for the bottom as I do just like kind of tap it in there. Okay, like so. Alright, let's see. Okay, so that's just a really quick and easy everyday eye. Now, of course, this looks a little crazy right now because I don't have any mascara on, so that's my next thing is mascara. I'm going to use, this is my favorite mascara, the Their Real Benefit mascara. I've gone through like 4 tubes of this because I just keep buying it because it works so good. I love it. So I tend to kind of really load on the mascara, but whatever you want to do. But I'm like a lashaholic, so I'm going to load it on. Okay, so now I have mascara on. That looks much better. Okay, so now I have some mascara on. Next we're going to do the brows. I'm sure you've heard every beauty blogger say that they hate that girls overpluck their brows, and I have listened and I'm trying to actually get my brows to grow out some more. But I do fill them in. Not a whole lot, nothing too much because they are pretty full, they're not sparse. I've just been trying to kind of grow them in where I used to pluck them so much. So I'm using this is NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder, and they have a couple different colors for whatever your eyebrow color is. This one is in brunette. My ash is growing pretty brown. You can see it there. And the nice thing about this one is it comes with like it comes with 2 different shadows, so whichever yours is closer to you can use. I kind of try, I don't know, I mix the 2 because I just do. And then it comes with like a gel too, so I kind of mix the 3 of those together. I'm not sure if that's the way you're supposed to do it, but it works pretty good, so that's the way I do it. So you're just going to mix those 3 things together, and I'm using an angled brush. This is like my favorite brush for my eyebrows. This is a Sephora brush also. I'm just going to fill in my brows. And I like to create kind of a thicker top right here, like a little bit more angular, thicker to the point right here in my brows. If anybody's seen like Jessie James eyebrows, those are like my dream eyebrows. I wish I could grow some eyebrows in like that. I'm trying my best. But in the meantime, I'll just make them in. I'll just draw them right on. It's fine. Okay. You can do this with a pencil too. I like this shadow palette just because it's really quick and easy. Oh wow. And it works well for me. So. Okay, next is going to be the lips. For an everyday, I don't do much for the lips. I have my 2 favorite lipsticks that I use. This one is Dior, and it goes to like the ideal pink for your lips. It's called Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm. It feels like chapstick on your lips. It doesn't even feel like lipstick. So I'll put that on my bottom lip just so you guys can see it. Let's see. It's a nice pink shade. It's got a little bit of sheen to it, and it's nice for every day. Another one of my favorites that I use for every day. This one actually came in my Birchbox, but I literally love it. It's my favorite. It's Party Proof Matte Lipstick. It's by Model Cosmetics, and the color is Kitty. It's like the perfect everyday kind of nude pink color, and it smells really good, and it's like a nice sheen. So I'm just gonna put this on top. I'm working. Okay, so once you get this down, this takes me under 10 minutes in the morning. It's really quick and easy, especially for the face part and the eyes. It's just really quick and easy, doesn't take me long at all to do, and it's a perfect everyday face if you're going to class, going to work, whatever. It's really nice and quick and easy. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this.